Howdy, y'all. This is Proverbs 9 in the NLT for August 9th, 2023. Wisdom has built her house. She's carved its 7 columns. She's prepared a great banquet, mixed the wines, and set the table. She has sent her servants to invite everyone to come. She calls out from the heights overlooking the city. Come in with me, she urges the simple. To those who lack good judgment, she says, come, eat my food and drink the wine I mixed. Leave your simple ways behind and begin to live. Learn to use good judgment. Anyone who rebukes a mocker will get an insult in return. Anyone who corrects the wicked will get hurt. So don't bother correcting mockers. They'll only hate you. But correct the wise and they will love you. Instruct the wise, they'll be even wiser. Teach the righteous, they will learn even more. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. Wisdom will multiply your days and add years to your life. If you become wise, you will be the one to benefit. If you scorn wisdom, you will be the one to suffer. The woman named Folly is brash. She's ignorant and doesn't know it. She sits in her doorway on the heights overlooking the city. She calls out to the men going by who are minding their own business. Come in with me, she urges the simple. To those who lack good judgment, she says, stolen water is refreshing. Food eaten in secret tastes the best. But little do they know that the dead are there. Her guests are in the depths of the grave. It's only one footnote. Her guests are in the depths of Sheol, of hell. Or at least holding place hell, right? Short one today. I thought I got the reader. I thought I had a napper. I got another napper. So one less napper who's calling out for us. Just like in the last chapter, I really just like the personification of wisdom, calling out to people. And if you really just look around, look at nature, look at the people that came before you, you can hear it calling, right? So what does she say? She urges the simple, come in with me. And to those who come into wisdom, if you're simple, you can get better, get wisdom. It's like buffing your skills, right? Power level goes up. To those who lack good judgment, she says, come and eat my food, drink the wine I've mixed. Come to the banquet. Leave your simple ways behind and begin to live. We were dead before Christ, and then we begin to live when we come into the Spirit. Learn to use good judgment, because you haven't been using good judgment. You've just been living by the flesh and its desires and not considering, right? That's the implication. We just listened to a sermon on the mockers and how it's only getting worse, as the end times come closer. Whether or not it's the end times, it's going to get continually worse with the mockers. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it with the media showing us. We're seeing, just with all the algorithms they're trying to excite us with. But you rebuke a mocker, you get an insult in return. Bigot, homophobe, racist, terrible person, right? And if you correct the wicked, you get hurt. Look at poor Ben Shapiro and others getting hands put on them. Talk about like, oh, we're going to take you outside and beat you up. On a talk show. It's not UFC. So I think this speaks to who we should be hanging out with. Correct the wise, they'll love you. Instruct the wise, they'll be even wiser. Teach the righteous, and they'll learn even more. Let's make that our groove. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. That's where it starts, right? Because everything else is folly and, foolishness. Do you want to talk? You want to do it for me? Probably would too. knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. It's hard to, you can't like unlook, right? If you're making the decisions in the light of God and heaven and hell, things like that, then you're going to have a little bit better judgment, right? Wisdom will multiply your days and add years to your life. Why? Because constantly it's stay away from evil stuff. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. Don't do that thing. Just keep your eyes on the prize and keep going. And this is reflected in the New Testament, right? We're running the race set before us. It's a race. It's not a wander. Praise report. I'm getting messages. My grandfather's doing well. Sounds like he'll be going home relatively soon, up and walking, eating. Hopefully my grandmother's getting some sleep and eating because she's been a nervous wreck and taking care of him. If you become wise, you will be the one to benefit, and if you scorn wisdom, you'll be the one to suffer. Put it on a post-it note, man. The woman named Folly. So there's wisdom and there's folly. Folly is brash. She's ignorant. She sits also in the heights of the city, right? The prime spot, overlooking the city down there and just having a nice view. Just where wisdom just was, and having her servants go out and call to everybody. But this one, she calls the men going by, minding their own business, and says, come in with me. Why? Okay, wisdom says come in with me. Why does folly say it? Stolen water is refreshing, and food eaten in secret tastes the best. That's not the same promise or value proposition there, right? It might be enticing. She might be enticing, but at the end, the way is it's the way to the grave, not the way to the end of the race. Sorry, just rereading here. Mix the wines. I just want to point out here, just like we mix wines now, good wines, bad wines, bitter wines, sweet wines, strong wines, tannic wines, light wines. Where do you think we got all this knowledge from? And then just like we lighten up whiskey, we can change the alcohol percentage. Sure, probably a little water went in to open up some of the flavors and stuff, because that's what we do, right? We aerate. And then for whiskey, we add a little bit of water, and that opens up the floral notes and just all those different things. So it's party time. This is not, I crush some grapes and I have fresh grape juice. This is party time. But the difference here is, it's like a seminar, right? You're coming into the fellowship, you're coming in a house church, eat, and we're going to talk, and you're going to learn, and then you're going to go forth different than when you came in here. Better than when you came in here, not worse, as in with folly, because now you've dug a hole of some sort with yourself. All right, we just finished a couple deliveries. Thanks to everybody that's newly subscribed, if you're watching this as well. Thanks, I'm catching up. I was trying to not bomb everybody with like 15, 16 videos in a single day. But I still did, like 5 or something like that. So I've got everything filmed to current. So I guess I got 9 more videos to post. And I might do them all today. I don't want YouTube to get mad at me, for spamming. I just want to catch up. I want to check it off my list and know that I've done it. I was at the library with the kiddos yesterday. My intent was to go in, figure out what programs are on there, maybe play with the system a little bit, but somebody was in there recording some raps, so good on them. And we're no shortage of library trips at this point, so be back soon, report on that soon. Got no comments on the podcast thing. I'm probably just gonna start doing it. You know what I mean? We'll build the ship as we sail it. So go with God, be blessed. It's a beautiful day, at least where I'm at. Go out and enjoy the day.